Hello there, and thank you so much for joining me for this video. Now today, the day that I'm shooting this, it's the 31st of October 2019. So is there any significance to today? Well, other than it's Halloween, which personally I don't really celebrate Halloween, but other than that, yesterday was the last day of the first Legendary Marketer 30-day free traffic bootcamp. Try saying that 3 times fast. So what better way to end the bootcamp I thought would be to do a review on the bootcamp in case you are looking to participate in the bootcamp in the future. So in this video, my Halloween treat to you is no tricks at all, just pure treats, pure value in sharing my experience of the bootcamp. If it's your first time here, I'm Melanie Weber, and my channel is all about helping everyday people to have greater freedom in their life, whether it be time freedom or financial freedom or both, because why should you have to choose? So if that sounds absolutely awesome to you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button below and the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos I come out with top value for you. Alright, so I'll give you a rundown on all of the core information about the bootcamp. Forgive me if I do read from my list, just simply because I don't want to miss out on any information. And once I've gone through the key points, I will pump over to my computer and just show you the resources that are made available to you to assist you in completing the bootcamp. Okay, so first things first, the bootcamp ran from the 1st of October through to the 30th of October 2019, so hence 30 days. And it was open to anyone, both existing Legendary Marketer members, people who had signed up for Legendary Marketer's 15-day Business Builder Challenge, and even people who hadn't signed up to Legendary Marketer to become a member at all. So it was open to anyone. And the whole purpose of the bootcamp was to get used to or get in the habit of creating content every day or on a regular basis or every day for those 30 days to generate free traffic. Because let's face it, you can pay for your traffic, but particularly when you are starting out, you may not have the funds available to you to buy traffic. But in saying that, it's always good to have a free strategy anyway. Because let's face it, anything that you get for free is always a good thing. So with the content, Legendary Marketer provided suggested topics for your content, and all of those topics were aligned to the topics covered in the 15-day Business Builder Challenge within the company. So it's great that it wasn't something completely different to what's covered in the 15-day challenge. Now, the composition of your 30 days worth of content was in a way completely up to you. However, they did recommend that 15 pieces of your content was written and 15 pieces of your content was in video form. Now, as I say, that is suggested. However, if you wanted to do 20 pieces of written content and 10 pieces of video content, then that's completely fine. The only hard requirements on your content though was that your written content needed to be at least 500 words long and your video content needed to be at least 5 minutes long. The only exceptions to these were within your 30 pieces of content, you needed to include one written Legendary Marketer review of 2,000 words minimum and a video Legendary Marketer review of at least 10 minutes duration. So they were the only exceptions to the rule. Now, during the bootcamp, there was quite a number of training sessions. These were delivered by the Legendary Marketer marketing manager. And they covered things like how to set up your YouTube channel, how to promote your content on social media, how to utilize search engine optimization or SEO to get your content found. So a range of topics to assist you in driving free traffic. There's also a Facebook group community where all the participants in the bootcamp could interact both with the marketing manager, with Dave Sharp, the Legendary Marketer CEO himself, as well, of course, all of the other members within the bootcamp. Speaking of Dave Sharp, he was heavily involved in this boot camp, and he posted quite a number of motivational videos at the end of each day, just giving check-ins as to whether people had completed their content, how they were going, giving some of his insights on his thoughts on how the boot camp was going, and also to invited feedback from participants on how they thought things were going. And really, what is a boot camp without awesome prizes? And these certainly are up there as I think everyone wanted to win, including, and I'll read off what some of these prizes were, including the grand prize. So first prize was a trip for two with airfare and transportation included to Cabo, Mexico with the legendary marketer leadership group next April and May. Staying at a top resort for the lifestyle experience. The majority of the other prizes were other legendary marketer products, including their brand builder workshop bundle, their masterminds bundle, their business blueprints bundle, bundles that are worth thousands of dollars, as well as digital equipment, digital SLR camera, an iPad, and a number of other devices. But I hear you wonder, what if you already own one of their products and you were to win it? So for example, if you already had the Masterminds bundle as a member, what would happen if you actually won that? Well, glad you asked. If that's the case and you already own a product that you win, then they have thought of everything, because instead you would win one-on-one coaching sessions, or depending on what number prize that you won, you will win coaching sessions with none other than Mr. Dave Sharp himself. So immense value, absolutely immense value, these prizes. So that's the bare basics or the overview as to what the bootcamp actually entailed. So now I'll pop over to my computer screen and show you the resources that were made available to support you in completing the bootcamp.
All right, so in addition to access to the private Facebook group for the bootcamp, you get access to a number of bootcamp resources to help you complete the bootcamp. So I just wanted to highlight or give you a bit of a show and tell of what they are. So the first one is the bootcamp calendar, which looks like this. So it shows you each day of the bootcamp as to, just blow it up so you can see a little bit easier. So this just shows you exactly what is on each day. So there's 3 webinars. One's the launch webinar just before the bootcamp starts on the 1st of October. The second one is the halfway mark, and the last one, of course, is the wrap up. And then 4 times during the week, there's daily videos, daily trainings. So that is the first one, the bootcamp calendar. The next one is the content infographic. So this is really great if you're wanting to print it off and put it onto your office wall, or wherever you're doing your work, creating your content, just so you can mark off each day that you have created content. So I'll just zoom in for this one as well so you can see a little bit easier. So this one, yep, each day of the bootcamp, it's also got posted on it the daily rules. So they're really handy for you. How to enter to win a prize, also just some general reminders about being a positive and supportive of others, and making sure that you post your content links. And then it's also got where your suggested written content platforms are. Also a great way just to be able to mark off exactly what days you've done content for. The next one is the content spreadsheet. So that's this one. So this one highlights each day of the bootcamp, what the suggested topic ideas are. And as I said previously, they're all aligned to 15-day business builder challenge. So the format that your content can take, you don't have to keep to these. So it's just suggested that you do 15 written and then 15 videos, and the minimum length of those. So in here, you can capture what your final headline is for your content, and also it enables you to copy and paste your URL for that posted content. It's really handy to have this here, because another one of the resources, of course, is the contest submission. I can't actually go in and show you what that page looks like because the bootcamp has closed. So Of course, that form has been shut down, no longer accessed, but it's just with all of your URLs captured in here, then it's just a matter of copying and pasting them into your actual content submission form. And the last bootcamp resource is the contest rules, which is this one, which highlights who's eligible to participate in the bootcamp, what the period is, how you can enter, the contest particularly, or what structure of the bootcamp is taking, details on the prize drawing, winner notification, blah, 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 as well, of course, all the legal stuff.
So now you've seen the resources that we use to support us through the bootcamp. What are my thoughts? Well, I'm glad that you asked, because in my honest view, I believe the bootcamp was an incredible, absolutely incredible introduction to free traffic platforms, irrespective of whether you are first starting off, so whether you had just signed up for the 15-day Business Builder Challenge at the start of the bootcamp, or whether you're a little bit further down the line. I believe that there was immense value in completing it. I take myself for an example. I've been completing YouTube videos for a number of months prior to the bootcamp. However, I hadn't really tapped into blogging. I hadn't tapped into generating written content. So that really stretched me to exercise my writing muscle, and was really quite refreshing, and helped put another skill in my marketing toolkit as another free avenue to generate content. And for a lot of participants, it was the opposite experience, that they were used to generating written content but had never really explored the video content space, which really challenged them, but they were able to overcome their fear of being on camera, which, let's face it, we all understand when we're first starting off. They got over that fear and we're able to put out some really awesome videos. Something I cannot state enough is there is continual support throughout the bootcamp. The marketing manager, Alex Ford, he was absolutely amazing. Whenever a question was posed within the Facebook community, so long as he was tagged in the comment, he came back with the answer really, really, really quickly. Or even on the odd occasion, Dave Sharp actually responded to questions as well. So there was high level support all the way through the bootcamp. There was never a time when the questions were asked and they were left unanswered and people were left wondering. That wasn't the case at all. As you can see from the resources that I've shown you, it was really well laid out. It was very well structured. It was very clear as to what the expectations of the bootcamp were. You knew what you were getting yourself in for, what was expected of you by the end of those 30 days. And also too, in terms of, because let's face it, the prizes are sizable prizes. It's not just a packet of marshmallows and a fluffy toy. It was very, very clear as to how the prizes would be drawn, what the requirements were to be eligible for those prizes. So it was all very, very well laid out. The community support within the Facebook group, I believe, was a prize in itself. It really provided a platform for people not just to get to know one another, but for a number of people would definitely feel that it was their number one source of support, their number one source of encouragement. If you were having a down day or fell behind in your content, there was heaps of people there just willing to take your hand, to encourage you, to say, dust yourself off and just keep on going. You have so got this. And beyond the bootcamp, I believe that people within that community will continue to be supporters of one another's business into the future. And lastly, the prizes. I've already touched on these prizes, but to be honest, yes, they're absolutely awesome prizes, but I believe that they are well thought out prizes. And the reason I say that is I believe that they have thought about prizes. Yes, of course, they're going to offer prizes that are their own products, because let's face it, you want to promote products within your business as much as possible. But every single one of the prizes that is on offer will add immense value to the person who wins it, irrespective of what prize you get, whether it is the awesome grand prize of a trip to Mexico or it is a prize of a coaching session with Dave Sharp. And something I did fail to mention, the process that they follow to draw the prizes is, it's not, because there's a broad spectrum of people participating in the boot camp, between someone who is completely brand new today through to people who may have been doing this for a year or two or even more. The prizes are drawn completely, absolutely randomly. So it's not judged on how good your content is. It is completely random prize draw, and it's drawn live. So the integrity of who actually wins is certainly up there. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video and gotten value from my insight on the Legendary Marketer 30-day free traffic bootcamp. My recommendation is, if you have an opportunity to do the bootcamp, whether it is still free like it was this time around, or if there is a small investment for it, I can't recommend it enough. Although I was already generating content on a daily basis prior to going into the bootcamp, I have learned a lot throughout the last month, particularly in the realm of written content, which I hadn't really dabbled in too much prior to the bootcamp. So thank you again so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please do leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you, particularly if you've got any questions you like to ask about the bootcamp. Also too, if you feel that anyone else will be able to benefit from watching this video, then please share the love. Hit that share button below and send the video to them. And until I see you on my next video, I hope you take the greatest of care.